Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Wednesday night. We begin tonight with a criminal probe within the halls of Congress that could have major consequences for control of the House. Embattled Congressman George Santos pleaded not guilty today to a 13-count federal indictment in a New York courtroom. The litany of charges include fraud and money laundering linked to the New York Republicans' 2022 political campaign. He has previously admitted to lying about his resume, his family, and his religion. The first-term congressman is following the Donald Trump playbook by calling the prosecution a witch hunt. More than a dozen of his fellow Republicans in Congress have called on Santos to resign, and the Speaker of the House isn't going that far. But this just in, Kevin McCarthy says he will not back Santos for re-election. CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns starts us off tonight from outside the federal courthouse on Long Island. Good evening, Caitlin.
Good evening, Nora. Well, prosecutors say George Santos relied on repeated dishonesty and deception to get elected and to enrich himself. And today, Santos met those allegations with that same defiance that he's been showing since it was first revealed he fabricated much of his resume and background.
Chased by reporters and cameras outside a Long Island courtroom, George Santos used the spotlight to launch his criminal defense.
I'm going to fight the witch hunt. I'm going to take care of clearing my name. And
Santos was released on bond after pleading not guilty to charges of fraud, money laundering, and making false statements in connection with his 2022 congressional campaign.
I believe I'm innocent.
In a 13-count indictment, prosecutors detailed an alleged scheme by Santos to solicit funds from donors who believed they were contributing to his campaign. Instead, they say, Santos spent the money on personal expenses, including luxury items like designer clothes and credit card payments. They said Santos lied about his income and his assets on these candidate disclosure forms. Santos said those prosecutors don't have all the evidence.
What evidence do you have that they don't have?
Oh, I have plenty of evidence that we will now be sharing with the government in this case to make sure that I can defend my innocence.
Prosecutors also accuse Santos of falsely claiming thousands of dollars in pandemic unemployment benefits, while they say he was actually making six figures working at a Florida-based investment firm. Today, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy said Santos is innocent until proven guilty.
Like every American, you have your day in court.
I will not resign.
Santos said he would return to work in Washington.
Are you planning on running for re-election?
Yes, I am.
And why should anybody believe you now?
Well, like I said, I will prove myself innocent and then we'll move from there. And re-election is a very far time away from now.
And as part of his $500,000 bond agreement, anytime Santos travels anywhere outside of D.C. and New York, he has to alert federal prosecutors. And he's expected to make his next court appearance on June 30th. Nora?
Caitlin Huey-Burns, thank you.